off with Jewel. I'm gonna start off with Jewel. Everyone remember Jewel when she was on the show. We talked about the loss of her baby Ava, to SIDS. And so, of course, you know, when Jewel came on the show, she talked about how she was dealing with it, what's been happening and all of that stuff. But now, some months later, let's find out how healing has taken place and what is occupying your time. So tell us, Jewel, how has it been since appearing on Faith Talk?
Well, first of all, thank you so much for having me.
You're welcome.
To the reunion.
Yeah.
I'm so excited for this all
I know.
But listen, let me tell y'all something. This couch
this couch
is miraculous. Honestly, when I came to Faith Talk, I was in a place where I was a bit stronger, but at the same time, I was still, you know, in somewhat of a dark place. But after that, it's just, life just blossomed. It blossomed, and the opportunities that were presented to me to share my story, I am so appreciative. I feel so honored. I don't want to cry.
No, that's okay.
I'm just blown away by how many persons are so interested to hear about baby Ava.
Yes.
I mean, that does something to me. Words can't express, honestly. And I've been up to so much.
You have, Jewel. So tell us, baby Ava was also featured. I don't know if we talked about it in season 1, but she was featured. You was featured in the Tribune or the Guardian.
That actually came. I'm telling you, this couch. It's
okay.
This couch.
Okay.
Well, first, so I actually did a timeline after I came on August 30th.
Mm-hmm.
So in September, I was asked by the Nikos Cause Foundation in Utah, all the way in the USA, to have baby Ava's image featured in their poster. They were doing a SIDS awareness, and Nico is a little boy that passed away from SIDS in Utah. So they asked me, can we just feature Ava? We saw your YouTube channel, we saw your story, so can we just put her image? Mm-hmm. She was the only baby of African descent on that poster, so she got a lot of attention. And after that, it was the Nassau Guardian. They contacted me in October for Infant Awareness Loss Month. Mm-hmm. And they contacted me to do a story, and I was shocked at, first of all, when I did the story with Siobhan Moss, I want to give a shout out to her. She was such an angel. She was so empathetic. She was so understanding, so patient with me as I began to share my story. And when the article actually came out on October the 10th, I couldn't believe it, because it was just this large spread of me and Ava's photo on the paper. And I thought it was a beautiful write-up. It was actually my first time seeing visually my story in words.
Wow.
And I had an issue with writing down my story. I was okay with just talking about it, but to actually see it in words for the very first time, I mean, that did something for me. But from that, so many women reached out, so many women contacted me, women of prominence, people I'd never imagined had gone through a situation of infant loss. I mean, it was just incredible. I spent many days just crying, because I just couldn't believe that my experience was actually helping someone else go through.
That's
and
right.
then shortly after that, I was featured on The Conversation with Shanique Miller, that's on Guardian Radio, 96.9. I did an interview with Dr. Tamalia Gibson and Shanique, and we spoke about infant loss, about SIDS, and I mean, so much has happened since then, but I'm just so grateful.
Wow,
to share the story.
Well, you look amazing. We're going to come back to you, because, of course, if you have any questions for Jewel, feel free to chime in, because that's what we're doing. You're here with us. We're celebrating today. And like she said, this couch, I guess, you know, once you step out on faith, amazing things do happen. And so far, Jewel, she really does have a platform, because we've been staying in touch, and a lot of mothers that have, you know, lost their kids to SIDS or anyway, murder. She's been really mentoring and counseling them. So good work, Jewel, and continue to do that. So send your questions in, but I want to go over now to Belik at the back. Benique was, I think, my second guest on Faith Talk. And if you don't remember, Benique was the lady that came on. She lost her sister to Hurricane Floyd by electrocution. I think she was about 16 years old at the time, 14. Who was 14?
She was 19.
She was 19 and Benique was 14. 16.
I was 16.
Right. And so here it was, you know, their parents weren't home and she actually watched her sister die. She tried to help her sister live, and as she touched her, she said that she started to feel electrocution coming to her, but she did not die. But when she went to try to get, I think, a broom or something to help her, she came back and her sister was dead. But Benique is back. And one of the things she said was that she did not want to just bury her sister. She wanted to create a legacy for her, and she's been doing that. She's an author of about 3 to 4 to 5 books. She's in school now pursuing a PhD. But since then, some amazing things has happened. I was also presented with one of her books for baby Skylar. It's called The Big School. I encourage you to get it for your kids. It's an amazing book by Benique. And so tell us, Benique, what's been happening? Because I've been watching you from the background. And please tell us about your YouTube channel and your iPhone X and traveling the world. Please let us know what's been going on with Benique.
Okay. After I was featured on your show, I mean, the same things have happened. I've been getting speaking engagements, going to school, speaking to the students. I mean, just living the dream that I really want to live. My YouTube channel, of course, is flourishing.
Yes.
I'm getting my subscribers.
Yes.
I'm still doing videos on beauty, education, spirituality, and techie videos. So, yeah.
Wow. Wow. And I noticed that you've taken even your kids now. They're winning all of these competitions, and wow, tell us about that, because it looked as if you coming on this show, it triggered off now into your students. Just share a little bit with us about that.
Well, my students, I actually facilitate the speech club at my school where I teach as my person, and all of them are doing well. They're leaders in the school. They're getting the speaking time they want in different schools. They're being keynote speakers themselves.
That's right.
And only in junior high school.
That's right.
And I'm getting a lot of students coming to me for help in terms of public speaking and creating and presenting presentations as well.
Wow. And Benique is not just doing it here. You're flying. You're traveling.
Yeah.
Where have you been so far?
Well, in October I went to Abaco to do a presentation about reading strategies at SC Bodo High School. Yeah. So
Wow.
yeah. And then I have another workshop in Boston in March, the SC conference.
Wow.
Yeah.
But how do you do it, Benique? I mean, you're balancing PhD, school teacher, college professor, book writer, YouTube blogger, all of this stuff. How do you, church praise team leader. How do you do all of this?
Please, put another month in the year. I can't even tell you how I do, Kiki. I don't know. I guess you have to have a balance.
Yeah.
I do YouTube on the weekends, on Saturdays, and I focus on SC McPherson and BTVI. I'm an instructor at BTVI. I teach public speaking at BTVI.
Yes.
I focus on that through Monday through Friday. So the weekend is YouTube, because I'm not getting paid for that yet.
Right.
So
But it's coming.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. But it's coming, like you said.
Yeah.
So I just balance.
That's key. Balance is key. Balance is key. Awesome, Benique. We're going to come back to you, of course. And so we have Aisha with me. Aisha, try and play. Everybody remembered when Aisha was on. She was on twice. She had 2 powerful sessions. One, of course, you cannot view because for some strange reason, it disappeared off of YouTube. And so I brought her back again. But some amazing things has been happening for Aisha. Some roadblocks. Yes, but then some other good things. And if you remember, let's just go back to, I don't want to go back to the first session. Let's go back to session 2, where she was really concerned about her daughter. And, you know, she wanted one thing to happen. And immediately after she came off of the show, something happened. You have to watch the show to remember. I'm just going to let her tell us what's been happening. But let us know. Let us know, Aisha, what's been happening. You shared your story. And I noticed, too, that social media is not really receptive to your story. That was one of the things with you coming on Faith Talk as well. But talk to us about the roadblocks, and then talk to us about the beautiful thing that happened immediately after you came off of Faith Talk.
Hi, everybody.
Yes.
Hi. You remember me? Yes. I had 2 very, very, very interesting interviews with Kiki on this chair. This chair is interesting. That's my adjective for it. Yes, it has been a ride, a roller coaster ride. I can't say that it's all been good and all of that, but I have had my moments, my ups, my downs. But in all of it, I realized that there's so many dimensions to who I am.
Yes.
And that's what I appreciate in all of it. I am embracing me, Aisha. Every facet, every piece, every fiber of Aisha, I am embracing. And before, I would hide it, or I would be what people wanted me to be in whatever, situation they wanted me to be, that person. But I am like totally 100% Aisha, okay? Mm-hmm. I had plenty of opportunities to talk to young people, young girls, after I came off of the set. I had a few speaking engagements. Hello. Yeah, I had a few speaking engagements, of course, several at churches. I think I had a few interviews talking about my
Yes, you
my
were
story.
dancing and sharing a story to a lot of churches and stuff. Yes.
Could you believe dancing again? Oh my God.
Dancing again.
Yeah. So
Yes.
I danced, I shared my story again, and it was fulfilling to see the young people. I mean, after a story, not a sermon, after my story of my life, coming to the altar and wanting to know the God that transformed me. Only God could do it. Trust me. Me?
Yeah,
no, I'm a hot mess.
Yeah.
Anyway, so yeah. So it was amazing. And shortly after the show, the second one, I spoke about my daughter's father not being present or even being in contact. And shortly after that, we had a conversation.
Yeah, that's a celebration.
Yeah,
I mean, it's a celebration
yeah,
because, Aisha on the show, she talked about her daughter suffering with seizures and nobody being there. And all she really wanted was the father just to say, hey. And, it happened.
It did. Yay.
Yeah,
Yay.
that's a celebration. That's a reason to celebrate because we all agreed in prayer that something would happen. Even if, it didn't connect, just a phone call. And something happened, and so I'm amazed by that, and I really, really love that. I just want to stop you quickly. People are sending shout outs. Hey, Jewel. Hey, everybody. People are saying we look beautiful out there. Give
Thank
away.
you.
They say we look beautiful out there. Aisha, you're getting kisses. I'll say my primary school dance instructor, Aisha. All right. Yeah, so Aisha said that she was not going to dance anymore, but after the show, she started dancing in the churches. And of course, now sharing her story. Churches has been reaching out to her for her to share her story on what she's been going through. And that is amazing. But we're going to come back to you, Aisha.
Yeah, come back.
Powerful. So everybody, who remembers Tonya and Sherrod?
Yay!
And we're back. It's a celebration. It's a celebration.
Is it like customary for you to say the wife's name first?
Of course. I always say Apriba and Freddie. Should I, everybody, how is it? Should I say Sherrod first or Tonya?
On any legal document, it's husband first, then the wife.
All right, let's do that again. Everybody,
Jules like,
everybody, please welcome back Sherrod and Tonya Lightboy. As you know, when they were on the show, Tonya could not wait to be married to this man. And her one dream is to live with this man, and now she's doing it. Oh my God. Who remembers when I said, Tonya, what are you looking forward to most? And she said, to live with him. And so now it's actually happening. All right, so we want to hear from them, of course. Tonya appeared on my show twice. And so I'm going to talk to her first about the marriage, both of them. And then I'm going to find out from her, I'm going to talk to her about her life. She took a big step out there, faith over fear. She left her job, but now she's soaring. And so I want to hear all about that as well. So welcome, married people.
thank you.
Hey. So tell us, people, how has it been? The beautiful destination wedding. It was simply amazing. It was amazing. Everything from start to finish. Tonya was a beautiful bride. Sherrod was awesome. Y'all gotta check those slips out. Sherrod was doing he was happy. He was mad. Where's the rings, everybody? You gotta floss the rings.
My ring can't floss. Her ring is the bling.
Oh, look at that ring. Look at that ring.
You wanted that.
Oh, wow. Yes, right. That's right.
He wanted that.
He wanted that. And you got papers.
You gotta
That's
give the
right.
man at least one thing.
Well, let's go there. So tell us, how has it been, Sherrod and Tonya? You went off, you were married, you come back, and you realize now that we are husband and wife. We live together. How has it been? How has marriage been? Who's gonna start? That's
This is
always
the only
it.
time she actually, I'm allowed to talk now. No, it's been very interesting. You know, we have a lot. The good thing is, I think we have a lot of close friends and family who gave us a lot of good advice, things to expect. The one thing I've learned is that it's amazing having like a help partner, like someone who helps you in life to do things that you would have had to do yourself. Any otherwise.
Mm-hmm.
Taking on a wife has been great. You know.
Woo! I love it.
Tanya's like she you know, we moved in, and so that it's every day is a learning. You know, we learn new things every day. Living with each other, and then having a young daughter as well. And I'm not allowed to touch anything in my own house.
Is any man out there? Sherrod is not allowed to touch anything in the
I'm
house.
allowed to sleep in the bed. I can use I can shower every day.
Right.
And then I can turn on my television. Not everything else, I'm not allowed to touch.
Wow.
Tanya she has turned our house into a home, and so she runs the house, she runs the home. I just have one TV. So
One TV.
One TV. And even the TV, because I had to let the little one was watching YouTube yesterday on the big TV, right?
Right.
So now, like, two women have taken over my life, like taking it over. You know, it's interesting. There are times when I put my foot down, and once in a while, you can't do it every day.
Right.
You know, every once in a while, lets him know that he's the man, he's the one that is the head of the home or whatever. You know, we have our challenges, we have our disagreements, but being married, you're kind of, it puts you in a position where you have to learn to work things out. Because it's not like boyfriend and girlfriend where you can easily hang up the phone, or you can get in your car and drive away, or tell her, put me on this car, I can walk home. Like, you can't do stuff like that anymore. You have to sit down and you talk about it, you hash it out, and you do what's best. You work together as a team. And I think for me, that has been the most gratifying part of becoming a husband. So
wow. That is amazing, Sherrod. That is amazing. Is there any men on here? Well, any men here support Sherrod tonight, please? Because, Sherrod is in a hot spot. The only men in here are behind the scenes. He's here, but he's with his wife, and that's beautiful. So, Tanya, Sherrod gave us a mouthful, please.
I mean, how do you come back from that?
How do you? But I want to hear from the wife.
Yeah.
How has it been, Tanya, now that you are no longer Tanya Williams, but Tanya Lightbourne? And, sometimes do you forget that it's not my fiance anymore? You remember that it's my husband.
Yeah,
it's my husband. Everything is my. Ooh. How has it been? Look at the look.
Definitely.
Please capture that look.
It's definitely been a learning curve because I've never lived with a boy before.
She's never lived with a boy before. That's so cute.
I stuck to my mother's upbringing, and I've never lived with a boy. That ain't for everybody.
Good.
I see all those hearts.
Yeah, plenty of hearts coming across. Oh, you see that, Tanya?
It's worth it. It's worth it. Even though people say, "Oh, you should do it before," and you want nobody come live with me. Well, you want nobody come live with me, but I think some things are specifically for marriage.
Yeah.
Do it before they get comfortable. They get, So do it in decency and order. That's one thing I'm happy that my mother taught me, or that was instilled in me, whether it was church or And I mean, I'm not a saint, but I'm just saying that's one thing I would definitely agree with. So and in that, in waiting to live with someone, it has its challenges for sure, but it's fun. You get to know another side of the person. Some you absolutely love, and some.
Tell us for the woman's sake, what are some of the things that you don't like that husbands do? I could go down the line with you too, and everyone else that is married here on this couch. But tell us, what are some of the things you were introduced to?
So.
It's okay, Sherrod.
I can say there's nothing,
It's
but
okay.
that would not be true.
It's okay.
So, I don't have a problem with the toilet seat. I don't have the toilet seat problem. I have the leaving everything open. The cupboards, the doors.
It sounds like you know what
the
this is.
chairs, the placemat.
What about the shoes?
I think we have a pretty good shoe system. Either we have a pretty good system, or he's become This is a culture now.
Right.
The culture. This is a culture now. So he's become inculcated. So I think we both got used to each other's, so far, each other's ways of doing things. Are you done with that so I can move it? No, I'm not done with it. That means don't touch it.
Yes,
Okay?
yes.
Don't touch it. Or it can mean, or it could be, are you done with that? Yes. And I appreciate you moving things. So like this morning, he said to me, thank you for making our house.
Oh,
Oh Lord,
that
it
is
must
so.
be.
Oh, look at the face. Oh my God.
Fake
You
talk,
gotta
so
say,
he trying to
say the
celebrate
whole
it.
text.
Someone is
say the
here
whole text.
saying
Don't-
his facial expression is
Don't
priceless.
leave out the, no, she say the whole thing. Give the man some
Tonya,
credit.
please.
Repeat
Yeah.
the entire text.
Please.
Let me see.
Repeat it, please.
What is with the whole
You gotta
text
give
thing?
the man
My dad
some.
told me it's good to send those morning texts.
That's
You know,
right.
you like
Text.
So sweet.
text.
Right.
Right?
Yeah,
So this
right.
morning I sent a text.
Wow.
So read the entire text.
I'm looking.
Anyway, I'll repeat it. I said, I love you.
Oh, he said, love you, babe. Thanks for making our house feel like home.
Oh my
Always
God.
get left out. Always get left out.
Sherrod feels that the man is always left out.
Always, man. We don't get no credit.
Oh
Anyway,
Lord.
so he gets credit for being. I've seen him go from boyfriend, okay, I'll buy this, I'll buy that, to husband provider. Like that is his number one
Oh,
goal in
amen.
life.
Wow.
Which is great because you don't find that very often.
That is right.
So they
It's very
always
rare.
say like, oh, if you find a wife, you find a good thing or whatever. But if you find a husband with it, so I could deal with the provider in him and pick up behind him. I call myself the quicker picker upper because that's what I do, and it's okay.
Wow.
It's okay.
It's
Beautiful.
okay.
Yeah.
That is beautiful. You know, Sherrod was saying to me, and I think him and my husband, they agreed on this. Tonya is a candle burner, just like me.
Bath and Body Works.
Sherrod says it's about 3, 4 to 5 candles burning in their house all day, all night. I'm burning now. Bath and Body.
Three candles burning at different intervals.
I had to tell her, babe, you gotta pace yourself. You can't burn all the candles all the time because we can run out of candles.
And then looking for discounts.
We don't have a Bath and Body Works here, so every time I travel, I'm sent with a list, right, of candles to purchase.
Husband use.
Good thing that they had a big sale the last time I went. I mean, I'm sure you ladies know about Bath.
Yeah,
and Body.
20%.
So
Yeah.
our house smells like Bath and Body Works.
Our neighbor said
It
that she
is.
can
I love
smell
it.
the house when she walks past.
That is amazing. I love that.
That's cool.
So
And that's
cozy
okay.
and so warm. Wow. I just want to read some comments quick. Someone says that, who's that? I'll call your name. One, Baby Kate Smith said, Sherrod, so dry-eyed, but I'm dying. tell, I always get this right. Baptiste says it is good. And everyone is like, oh, because, and she says great men still exist.
They do.
Yeah.
And they sure do.
You
know,
gotta take that there's that 80-20 rule though. Ain't 100% perfect. But you take the 80 with the 20 and you'll be good.
I believe that. If you can
We
find
set
a
these high
man,
expectations.
I believe that.
Yeah.
Because no one's gonna come, you know, I believe that
Perfect.
marriage is a work in progress. And
Yeah.
we're at work every day. And so that, and what I love too, Tonya, something you said that is key is, you know, I'm guilty, but I believe in it, that you don't need to live together before the marriage.
Yeah, I mean, it takes all of the
It
like
should be
excitement and
substance.
adventure
Right.
out of it.
I think
Because
so.
ideally, I think you should struggle together.
I think so.
Like if this month is your month and you bossing,
Mhm.
and I'm like over here like things I hurting over here a little bit. Then today for you, tomorrow for me. We gotta struggle together so that we know. Like case in point, we renovated as opposed to
Yeah.
buying.
Yeah.
Listen, Sherrod is not a step over plywood kind of person. He wants to come home and he wants to rest and
Right.
sleep and everything be perfect.
Right.
Me, because I'm a mother, I'm used to making things work, right? And so I was like, okay, I said, what are we gonna do? Are we gonna buy or are we gonna renovate?
Mhm.
And he was like, Tonya, I am not into that. I just wanna be like, I just wanna come home and be working and fixed and whatever.
Yeah.
We ended up renovating, and it's exactly what we wanted. And the only thing he said is that taught him a lot of patience, which is something we all need.
Yes,
anyway, you know?
yes.
And so we made it our own without breaking the bank.
That's it.
Yeah.
So
And that's
good.
what it's all about.
That's what it
it's
is.
you know, you struggle together, you learn. Now, had we done that before, we'd be boyfriend and girlfriend trying to renovate. That don't make no sense.
At all.
Because if he decides he don't want to be with me tomorrow,
Then what happens to all of
you,
the
my renovation
your money? Right. Oh, there goes the face again. Everyone, you gotta keep your eyes on Sherrod tonight because Sherrod gives these facial expressions that are hilarious. And hopefully I will post one because I'm sure the camera guy got that tonight. But Tanya and Sherrod, there's a guy here. There's some men are popping in.
KJ in there?
No, KJ is not here. Stefan is here.
Okay.
Okay.
And another guy is here too, Kevin Mad. And they all believe that good men do still exist.
they
They
do.
actually do. They actually do.
Yes.
Well, I have one. All right, Tanya.
Yeah,
Calls herself my good husband. Listen to me.
They're
Listen to
like
me.
horns.
We are like borns, right? But listen to
They're
me.
like horns.
If you hear anything at the background, please. Baby Skylar is here, but she's not coming on tonight. Please forgive me. Please forgive me. But I brag about my good man. And the reason why I brag about it, you know, I told my story before. I was married before at an early age, divorced. And so I waited, and God sent me a really good man. And some of the things that Tanya is talking about is so true. You know, my husband has become a provider. He is a provider. I don't have to worry about the light bill. He just sends the receipt. You know, you want things, you want to be comfortable. You know, sometimes you're just so used to being the woman and you're taking charge, but now someone's taking charge over you.
And that's a good feeling.
And that's a good feeling because you don't want to be.
For you as a
It
woman,
was
Yeah.
for
especially
me.
when you're an
Yeah.
alpha woman.
Yes,
Yeah.
because I was so used to doing it all, and then when Freddie came around, it was like he just took over, and I was like, okay, yeah,
Yeah.
this is my man, this is my man. But yeah, so I want to get back into it. So Tanya, you were on the show without Sherrod, and you were transitioning, or you left. You transitioned, but you are soaring as if I should have left this place some 10 years ago. Please talk to us about it. Tanya, the marketing maven, rebranded. Have anyone saw her logo? Her logo is amazing. Please follow Tanya on Instagram.
Thank you.
And watch her
And
Insta stories. But Tanya, how
my
has it
husband
been?
did that. My husband rebranded.
Her husband
So,
rebranded her.
Husbands do stuff.
Hold on, I have a question for Tanya and Sherrod. There goes Sky, everyone. I have a question for Tanya and Sherrod. Sherrod, how do you feel about the last name, Tanya? Being a Williams, so how do you feel? I'll give you my point. Freddie said, if I keep my name, I have to marry my daddy. I'm married to him.
Yeah.
How do you feel? No, some men are really irritated by that.
Yeah.
How do you feel about Tanya and the last name?
We had a discussion about it, and I said, you know, Tanya Williams as a brand is something that you have to kind of keep, because as someone who is kind of like a brand ambassador myself, I kind of understood the importance of it. I know like there's been such a resurgence of amazing and powerful women the last 20 years, so there's been this trend now where the female gets married, but she keeps her maiden name and puts the dash and then the husband's name, his surname. I mean, I think if you know, when you get married, when you marry like a very, you know, independent, very take charge alpha woman, I think you have to give the man something, right? You have to give him, you take, the least you could do is take on his last name.
That's
The
right.
least you can
That's
do.
the least. That's
You
true.
guys run 90% of the marriage.
That is true.
The little thing you can do is at least spell by name, think by name, but put it at the end. Drop your name, because that's your father's name.
Yes.
You take on the husband's name.
That is it.
But like I
Talk about this.
said, we had
Yes.
a conversation. We had an in-depth conversation, and we decided that it was it would be a good decision to keep just, you know, her maiden name as her brand name, because it had more of a ring to it. It was more marketable for, you know, for aesthetics and just for branding purposes. We felt like it was a better fit, right? But she still respects, you know, her true last name now that she's taken on a husband.
You're a lightborn husband. Yes.
So husband.
Husband.
Now that she's taken on a husband, she understands the power of. I don't think she feels. She actually felt kind of bad. She kept questioning me. You know, y'all is coming to 100 questions for one simple thing. She was like, "How can I don't want people to call me Williams." And she's back and forth about it. And Tanya, we have to do it for brand purposes. So it was a conversation.
So there is an understanding. understanding.
Yeah, so we both had understanding, and I have absolutely no issues with it.
Jewel, you're married, and
Yes.
you are Jewel Carey Smith.
I'm hyphated.
You're hyphenated. How
That-
how was that going for you?
That's the better way to
Grab the air, grab the air on that.
Well, it wasn't an issue that we discussed verbally or anything like that. We understood. My maiden name is Carey. When I got married, well, prior to getting married, I understood that there were many Jewel C. Smiths. My middle initial is also a C. I personally know a Jewel C. Smith. When we got married, and I work in the legal profession, understanding documentation and identity, how that works, I decided to do the hyphenated. I spoke to my husband, and he was fine with it. He was fine. But when I'm verbally speaking, I am Jewel Smith. I sign Jewel Smith, and everything is Jewel
Your
Smith.
documents are Jewel Smith?
No, not my documents.
Sound like me.
Not my documents, but verbally, I am Jewel Smith. So,
Mm.
yeah.
Amazing.
But it's not an issue for me.
Wow.
Yeah.
Well, I cannot be hyphenated. My husband at all. My husband is no tolerant. He told me immediately, drop that.
Effective immediately.
Effective immediately. You are no longer this. And even at the wedding, he made it quite clear, Acriba light board. And so when I
Listen to that.
branded,
It's
it's
so powerful.
powerful. When I branded myself or went into it, I went immediately into it with Acriba light board. I mean, powerful. I mean, powerful.
This is awesome.
And you know, yeah, because see, I believe that I want to create a legacy for my name. You know, I left and I believe the vows. It's a covenant you make, you leave, you cleave. And so I'm holding on to this good man.
Good job. Good
I'm
job.
I'm leaving cleave. I'm holding on to this good man. So
This is powerful.
hashtag this is powerful. I just want to read quickly, Tanya, please hold that thought. Devania is saying, Sherrod, how did you not know that this was a setup? Lady A Minute says, this is too funny. Tanya is here as well, commenting. The guests are also signing if you want to say anything. Freddie says, hey. So Freddie is here. So luckily, I am okay. I'm representing. All right. I didn't even know he was here. Kevin Mad says, I'm glad they worked that out because that can be a sensitive topic to a man.
Yeah.
And that is true. Some men do not tell you that they're irritated by it and they begin to act out. And that's why I asked you if you all, how did you feel about the hyphenation thing? Miss Beautiful Brown says, my husband told me to drop sans. He doesn't like my name hyphenated. This is powerful. Hashtag L Clark. L says her husband immediately. She became a Clark. Amazing. Hashtag this is powerful. Everyone is saying this is powerful. Alias Collection says on a piece of paper. Legos by Jay. This is powerful. So Tanya, get back into it. You've been soaring as a marketing maven. I see you had a grand event the other day. How has it been, clientele-wise, and being out there on your own?
It's funny because so I started my own journey in July 1 actually.
Yeah.
And first day I didn't know what I was doing. And something came to me that doubt spoke to me and said, I don't know. You think you know what you're doing? You don't have no idea. So you think you can make the amount of money you used to make before?
Wow.
Sweet girl, you made a dumb move.
Wow.
And then I just kind of got a sense of calm.
Mm-hmm.
I must say, and not just because of the move that I made, but last year, 2017 was for me a year of prayer, knowing which way to go. So before I even made the decision to leave, we as a couple also needed direction and what to do, etc., etc. And I wouldn't recommend everybody do this, but I left my job like 3-4 months before my wedding. Now, can you imagine
that was a topic.
So my husband told me, he said, no, you can't leave. Like, I understand, but no, you can't leave. We have stuff to do.
Yeah.
And I was like, do you want me to be unhappy? And so, so we went back and forth for a while, and then he said, you know what? You're unhappy. Just leave. We'll work it out.
Yeah.
Now, that came with a lot. But, so how's it been? You have to have somebody. Your partner has to be on your team. They have to be your biggest cheerleader, because when you are doubting yourself, or when your confidence is low, or, etc., etc., that person has to be. I I had 3 clients. I had 2 to 3 clients, I would say, before I even had a logo. So that's how it's been going.
That is powerful.
and then, so he recognized that people started like gravitating towards me, and he said, "You need an identity. What are you going to put on your invoices? What are you going to? You don't even have a business card. Like, what are you doing? You started a page. No, we have to do this right." And so, another plus for my husband is that he branded me. Clearly, he's a photographer. So I get some photos when I can.
Some photos for free.
But he recognized the importance. I must say that he saw it in me. He saw the potential. I mean, potential is one thing. You can't take that to the bank. But he always drops nuggets. He's tired of me asking questions. I still ask him questions. But he inspires me. I don't tell him that enough. But he inspires me a lot. And I understand what that means now, because women now are in my inbox saying, "Oh my gosh, you inspire me," blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, "Child, I don't know what you're talking about."
Wow, amazing.
But I mean, I said that to say, like, it's not easy, but I wake up every day excited about what's going to happen. I don't know who's going to contact me. I don't know what messages I'm going to get. I may not get any messages, but I'm passionate about it. And I said to myself, when I started this, if you could put 18-hour days into someone else's brand, you could do it for yourself. Like, there's absolutely no reason why me or any one of your followers can do it. It's all it is. Well, not all it is, but the majority of it is passion. You have to be passionate about what you're doing, because when you get mad, you can't give up. And if that's how you feel about something, like it's a novelty, you're not going to be successful at it. You have to, and for me, I am my brand, so I have to almost always be on. But it's been quite a journey, and I'm getting married to that, and transitioning, and house, and children, and trying to hustle, and but it's been great.
It's looking really good. I saw that Tanya has been a guest on The Stew a few times, and
a guest co-host.
A guest co-host, and yes, a guest co-host, and also her and Sherrod, who's seen the Alive commercial for love. But Tanya took it all over. Like Tanya, yeah, like Jewel thinks that you all are so adorable. Jewel always says that. But Tanya, you all did an amazing job. It was a beautiful promo, especially right in time for Valentine's. And I think for anyone that wants to propose to their significant other, and using you two, and I saw that beautiful photo at the back. But Tanya took over. I mean, Sherrod literally said nothing. Sherrod, you didn't even have a chance again.
That's life, though. That's really
this is life.
But guess what that does? Guess what that does? That speaks to the kind of partner that I have.
Yeah. There goes that face again. I want to read some comments quickly. Adeline says, "Keep it coming for the single, taking notes." So she's taking notes because Adeline, yes, I follow her on Instagram as well, and she's preparing herself even in her singlehood for her husband. Yes. She's amazing. Yeah. I'm not going to split the secret, but I know Adeline, but you'll see. But she's preparing herself for marriage, and that is good. That is good. But Benique is single. Very much single. And Aisha is single. Very much single. Yeah, so I need to know, ladies, how y'all making it being single? Like, how is it? Yeah. Just welcome to Faith Talk, because then you all got to come back with these husbands now. So.
Listen, I don't want anyone in my DMs, please.
Nobody in the DM. So, Benique, you are quite comfortable right now. I am by yourself.
Listen, I'm dating someone though.
You are? Okay.
Yes.
Guys, stay out the DM. She's dating. She's dating.
I'm comfortable because I am doing everything I want to do before I actually settle down and have a husband. I am honestly, and the thing about it is, the person I'm dating, he doesn't have a problem with what I'm doing. He actually encourages me. He's very, very supportive.
That is important.
Yes,
that is
extremely
important.
supportive.
That
He
is
doesn't want to shift my career. He loves it just the way it is. So
that is key. That's key. So we gotta see now, because soon this ring I need to hook him up with a live so we can get this proposal going. Sherrod, y'all need to give us something, let us sign up.
Well, I mean, 7,000 people have viewed the video. So
wow. He may have been one.
Yeah, you never know.
Wow. know. You never know. But Aisha, you're single as well. How do you feel being single?
I'm good.
Oh, and that's with a straight face. Like, I'm good. Like, no squinching.
Yeah.
No ketchup.
Nope,
Sauce.
you just good. Wow. Let me finish reading some notes. This is amazing. Tella says, Talia, I got you now. I got the name. Baptiste says, yes, Tonya, you're inspiring us young wives and mommies. I've been loving the Tonya Williams branding. Awesome. One Baby Cake Smith says, what type of business does Tonya have?
Marketing, PR, social media management, brand management, you name it, I got it.
So you know what? So like if you got something and you really want to get it out there, Tonya is the person.
Yeah.
Tonya will get the news out there for you. If you're too busy and you really can't, you don't have the time to do it, Tonya is the person to get it out there for you. So it's like a one-stop shop, branding, PR, and all of that stuff. It's amazing. Someone saying, look at the face. It's just priceless. I think they're meaning charade. Talia says, what is a charade?
Get you a charade.
What is a what?
Get you a charade or what is a charade?
I said get you a charade.
Oh, get you a
like
charade.
Like a supportive partner.
Yeah, that's key. I think that's key.
Who can take photos and brand you.
Yeah.
And have a face.
And have a face.
But still love you.
And that's what's up. And take your pictures.
And take your pictures.
Wow. For free.
Hey, don't be
$3.99.
No, not just for your wife. For your
You don't want to give
wife.
nobody the wrong impression.
No, for your wife.
A wife and a child support.
Yes. No, for your wife. Oh, okay.
Sometimes.
My husband is D-Connect 242. I get free J's if I want them. I don't like Jordans though. So I'm not going to wear them. I believe in heels. So my husband is the plug. And that's not for you guys. I mean, maybe y'all could give him the Acriba code.
V-Connect.
V-Connect. Yeah.
Don't get roll on, Kiki.
Oh.
Don't get roll on. You gotta just
My
stop.
husband may say, where y'all getting this from? And Freddie really ain't the one. Okay. Freddie's not charade. He is like totally different. He's like who are you? I don't know you.
How you know my wife?
Okay. Amazing. Lady at Minute says, be the best you. That is so true. Harris L says, yes, that was nice. I'm going very long. Freddie's here laughing his head off. Adeline says, yes, indeed. I am 3 years and counting, single. Freddie says, DMM.
Meaning
DM.
they're going to slide in her DMs.
Oh, okay. Lady T says, I am also preparing myself. Encouragement is key. They're laughing at Aisha though, because that's straight. Aisha is the realist,
She's
they're
like, I'm
saying.
good.
Yeah.
I'm good.
Adeline says, yes, I with you. I'ma need one to support me. I love pics and fashion also. So you started this Get You a Charade. That's you. Hashtag.
You're saying to me get taken up next. You know, they gotta find you photographer.
Hey, everyone. Just in case.
Follow Church Boy Photography.
Follow Church Boy Photography
Get
and
you a
Stefford.
Christoph.
Get you a Christoph.
That's
You
the
know,
new hashtag.
new hashtag. 2 bachelors work behind the scene. One is married. You gotta have him. His wife will be in your box. And 2 are not married. Okay, so Christoph is trying to go in my prayer room to discipline completely. But this is an awesome session tonight. Please roll the questions in. I'm going to continue to ask. Of course, we're keeping it. I'm up to date now. People are just laughing their head off. But talk to us now. It is fun. It is fun. Aisha, just chime in. Anyone can speak. Let's talk about. I just want to talk about fake talk. There are some people out there that want to come on the show, but they're very afraid. They're very afraid. You all have stories that you shared. You shared your faith over fear. You shared your story. You shared yours, and so did Beneath. What is it to somebody that wants to share? A lot of people are writing me. They want to share, but they're afraid. They're seeing you all now, and this is the reason why I brought you back for a reunion, so that people can see for themselves. I don't want to talk about it, but talk about the release. Talk about what it does for you, the therapy. I mean, coming on, and anyone. For someone that wants to come on.
Well, I'll tell you this. I have been a church person all my life. And when I met Kiki, I was like, sweetie girl, if you're talking about church and all that kind of stuff, stage left, I'm out.
I
I am not doing that. And the thing about it, what I loved about it was she was real. real, and you don't get that every day. The realness of somebody who does not judge you or prejudge you or question, well, why are you doing it like this? You think you should do it like that? No, you can just be real. You can sit here, no cussing now. You gotta hold that.
Yeah, no
You gotta
cussing.
hold it a little bit.
No
You know,
cussing.
I know. But for you to be able to sit and reveal like everything, every crevice of your life with somebody, and they do not judge any piece, that's amazing. And I think Faith Talk is for anybody at any walk of life, any stage of life, any place you're in. Faith Talk is for you, because after you've come here, you'll never be the same.
Never be the same. That's powerful.
Yeah.
That is powerful. Anybody else?
I mean, for me, it was like once you tell her one thing, you want to say, come back and talk more. You know, there's so many things you're going through besides that one thing, and you talk about that on that show.
Yes.
So many things I gotta talk about. You, Kiki, we got all kind of things to talk about. Bring me back.
Okay. Oh, she want to come back. That's no problem at all.
Yeah.
You know, I have a whole lineup. Faith Talk is actually booked until almost May.
Wow.
It's booked until almost May, and what's so amazing is you all. I'm so thankful for all of you, because it was because of you coming on and being very brave, courageous to come and share your story. Other people are like, I can do it too.
Yeah.
And that's what it's all about. You know, they're not afraid anymore, because, you know, after you come here and you share the story with people, you don't know who's watching. That's one of the things we talk about before we go on the session. And, you know, you don't know until afterwards. You check your DM, or people are writing and saying, oh, I enjoyed that so much. And then the views on my YouTube channel is amazing. People are just watching, and they may not say anything, but they're watching. And so they want to be in this position, a place that I can come and sit down and just share my story without being judged or being looked down upon. You know what I mean? But how's it been, Jewel? Everybody, you encourage someone, because I tell you, my DM is full, but they're very afraid to come on. So, I mean, I just want to encourage someone that wants to come on. You know?
I mean, there's no fear, there's no judgment. You know, if you feel that you have a story, you know that you have a story that you want to put out there to the world, definitely contact Apriva. I started my YouTube channel prior to coming on Faith Talk.
Yes.
And honestly, and Kiki, you pointed it out, and I looked at it after the fact. Some of my videos, you know, I was sharing, I was giving my information, but I was still sad. There was a cast of sadness over me. After I came on, I felt lifted. I felt empowered to speak publicly. I just felt free, and I was able to just, even in my videos, just flow. Even when speaking with people, I just flow. And so, Faith Talk, honestly, you come in, you think, oh, I'm going to talk about this. I'm going to stick to this script. And that gets completely flipped all the way around.
This is so true.
And you start to open up. You may shed a few tears, and that's okay. Tears are beautiful.
Yeah.
You know, and your story is powerful.
Wow. And everyone has cried. I don't know what is it. You know, someone asked me the other day, why don't you cry? You all did not cry.
No.
But everyone, I think because your session was more or less
Y'all made
it was relaxing. But everyone here had to break a mold. It was like something they were holding, and they had to, and everyone, even down to my coach Nicole, she's so hard, but why did she cry? But she cried because, you know, she lost her father, and she was a daddy's girl, and she was like, why did you make me do that? No, I did not make you do that. Your story, sometimes you have to let go. People see the success and they don't understand what you have been through to get there. You know what I mean? And so someone asked me, why don't you cry? No, I cry afterwards, but I don't cry here. You know what I mean? Someone has to be extremely strong. It's like God gives me that strength to just watch you sit there and just release. That's what it's all about, because you're helping someone. But I have a question here coming. Freddie's here saying, Tonya, you all dress up, man. Tonya, why you dress up? I'm not going to let Freddie repeat that.
I'm a bride.
Because Freddie, next question will be, next thing will be, and that cannot happen on Faith Talk. Not tonight. Not tonight.
I'm a bride.
Please. And Lady Amina says, simply amazing, Kiki. God bless you. Thank you so much. Harris L says she has a question for Jewel. Will you have another child, or has the experience of losing your daughter turned you off from that idea?
Not at all. I am waiting for my rainbow, and I'm waiting to share my story. So as I shared in the first session, I love babies.
Yes.
I love babies. So I'm waiting for my little rainbow.
Yes,
y'all.
you are.
So
yes, you
I
are.
can't wait to come back.
Jewel will be back. She definitely will be back. My girl Monique is here. She says, I loved it from the beginning. Keep it up, Kriva. Only by the grace of God, I'm here. Kira says, love the show. Keep it up. Awesome. Harris L says, yay, Jewel. Elle just had a baby too.
Yes.
Yeah, and she posted on the
That's
other
my
day. She's
girl.
so pretty. Yeah, she's a little
Full of
princess.
character and
Yes,
personality.
yes. She had the little pout lips the other day. I was like, look at Elle. Yeah, so anybody else have anything? We're gonna close up soon. Freddie says, Jewel. Where's the
All the eyes.
all the eyes? Yes. Jewel gotta go home and everyone's saying yes, Jewel. Freddie says something cooking. Oh Lord. Anything else? I mean, because Benique is gonna be engaged shortly. Tanya's gonna have a baby shortly. Well, Tanya's gonna be pregnant shortly. Yeah, Jewel's gonna have a baby short. Hold what?
Julian, focus, please.
She's talking about twins.
Facial expression.
She means twins for her. It's okay.
Oh, yeah. Twins for Jewel.
Yeah, you girl.
Aisha's gonna get that husband too.
Because she's good.
Yeah. No, but Aisha's just okay.
Pinch the air.
Yeah, Aisha's just okay. Aisha, if this guy come and really give you a proposal now, he might sweep you, man.
He may be alive.
Next show, honey.
He may be alive.
He may be alive. That is correct.
Oh my God. A lady T242 says kids are God's precious gift. Amazing. Baby Kate Smith says she's dying. Miss Beautiful Braun says twins sounds good, Tonya. If you think that Tonya should have some twins, hashtag twins for Tonya and Sherrod. Send some hearts across the screen. And we need some boys. We think we need some boys. Sherrod needs some help in that house.
Prices gotta go up.
Prices gotta go up. Oh, prices gotta go up. So
I think, Kiki, what you have is like an incredible platform because we culturally, because of social media, we focus so much on like stupidity and nonsense and negative things, and we share everything that's nothing to do with any sort of achievement or positivity or anything like that. And what you have is you have a platform where people can talk about real life and real stories and real challenges and real achievements, and that is very rare in a culture and a society where people just only care about dumb stuff, right? So I'm very happy that you keep pushing it, and I'm excited to see where you take the show, because I mean it's man, I always tell you something, it happens.
yes.
I think it's gonna be like I see like the next level for the Faith Talk brand and everything that you stand for, and just having that platform that is about sensible things and real life. I think it's gonna touch so much more people than you think.
I received that. Amen. I received that. I'm ready to go. Pass the light on prophetically. And seriously, something Sherrod said, which is so true. Before I released or had Faith Talk, and I was in the branding stage of my life, I called Sherrod in and we had a brief meeting, and it was a casual meeting. We sat on the porch at my parents' house and we were talking, and as we talked, it's just like the energy was there. And he said to me, he said, do you know when you start this, it's gonna just go off. I mean, it's gonna, faith is everything, that's, everyone needs faith. And he said, it's just gonna fling off, and trust me, just as he said it, that's exactly what happened. Pastor Sherrod, Christoph, we gotta give Sherrod a name. He's a pastor like what? Even yesterday with me, working with me, I got some exciting news for you. I'll say it soon, right here tonight though. It was amazing with Sherrod because the energy, as he was shooting me with the team, he was prophetically speaking, like he was saying what he saw and what was coming to pass, and it was just saying God is going to do this, and it was really amazing. We're not counting down yet. We're not counting, are we? Oh, so we're not counting down yet. But, I'm excited. Like I tell everyone, I take no credit for this. This is something that God, I made a promise to share my story. And I believe that through my story, other people need to hear other people's story. So even though when God started off with me talking every night, then he breaks it and he said, okay, now I need you to bring some people on. And amazing enough, someone asked me, how do you pick or how do you find your guests? I honestly don't. Jewel's name actually was like, I saw it. Aisha's name was, I just saw it. Benique just came in through, it just happened, and people are just rolling in. And, as I scroll the timeline. So if you see me any day pop up in your inbox, that means God is telling me that you need to come on my show. It's not me, because I don't fall in love with what I see. God sees something and He wants you to come on. But people are writing, and I see the time is counting down too. But I want to read this. If we pause, we're gonna come right back on to say goodbyes. But everyone's saying twins for Tonya, hashtag twins for Tonya. Lady Mint is saying so true, positive vibes. Kira says that's so true. Stefan says look at him giving a word. Kira says positive show with a positive host and a positive guest. Lady T242 says true words spoken. Someone sent me a DM. Is it me? Let me know if you sent me a DM in the DM.
She said her phone is dying.
Oh wow, you sent me a DM. Okay, I'll get it after the show. One Baby Cake Smith says, because the phone is not letting me post the whole question. No problem, I'll check it. Y'all know what the hashtag, Instagram didn't cut me off. It worked out because I have some good people behind the scenes who are making sure that we don't get cut off. People like Stefan. Give it up for Stefan in the background. Stefan brings a lot of life to this show. He really does on the back. He really makes the guests feel so comfortable. Even though he destroys a lot of things at the back. Boom.
Hashtag 7 burn them out.
Hashtag. Yesterday on my set, Stefan burned my placemat for my dining room table. He did that. He turned the stove on and was trying to burn down the house.
It smelled like
And they said it smelled like chicken. It's terrible. It was terrible. That was terrible. Devanya says, Kiki, those shoes are everything. Hey.
Shoes, girl.
Oh my God, yeah, they're everything for Sharad was like, oh no, Kiki, they too high yesterday. But I was working these shoes. Work. My husband loved high shoes, so I have to wear high shoes. Keep your mind, you gotta keep your mind happy. Hashtag keep your mind happy. And see, my husband, he watching me tonight, so it's gonna be a good night. Yeah. All right.
I know,
right?
Yeah.
Oh, everyone, I just want to make a note. Stefan, my guy at the back, he's single and he's honestly looking for a wife. Seriously, he wants to be married.
What is this? E-Harmony?
Yes, E-Harmony.
Faith Harmony.
I like that.
Faith Harmony.
Faith Harmony. You know, I saw something interesting the other day.
Sign up is free.
Oh, yes. Oh, they're breaking things up at the back now. Let me get it now. There's a question in my DM. I want to get there. Which DM did they send it?
Which DM? You have to ask them.
Check which DM. Okay, somebody sent me, I think it may have been a Kriva Lifehorn. They would need to write the show. That means I'll have to sign off. Continue talking, everyone. I want to read. We need another show for things we can't say on Faith Talk. That means we need to have a...
That sounds deep.
Oh, that sounds deep. Devanya, what are you talking about?
Valentine's.
What? Valentine's?
Rated M from the truth.
Why do people say Valentine's?
No, they say Valentine's.
Do not pronounce
Valentine's.
Please go get your answer.
And you know, Bahamians are the only culture in the world that uses the term scooch as a unit of measurement.
Wow.
No, someone tell you scooch, you know what that means, right?
Scooch over a little bit.
Scooch over. But not too much, just a little bit. Scooch.
What is scooch? What is that?
No one ever tell you can you scooch over?
Not scoot.
Yes.
Not scooch, scooch.
No, not scooch, but I've heard scoot before.
And Stefan can't say the word cone. You know, you can't say the word cone.
What do you say?
Cone.
Ooh.
Yeah, remember,
What about,
remember?
I'm sorry we're going on the side, but we're talking about dialect a bit. You ever heard anyone say street?
Yeah, all the time.
Street.
Street.
For street.
And scrim.
Yeah.
And scrim. And straw.
Scrim.
Oh my God.
So
And
this-
sausages.
Now
Oh my
that's the word.
God.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Cesspit for septic tank.
Yeah.
Like
Why
that's
does
the
School teachers should be very, very familiar with sausage. Sausage.
Sausage is
That's
like,
sausage and good.
That's from
Sausage.
English.
you ain't Bahamian unless you can't say sausage.
Take that penny sandwich.
Oh no, not on Faith Talk.
Sorry.
Let's save that for the talk after the Faith.
Rated M.
Sorry.
See, we gotta make sure these people that we gotta inspire these people here because we don't want nobody to go sauce. You know,
No.
after the show, you know. Okay, so I do have a question here. Someone wrote me on my other page.
Wow.
This was a question for all the ladies, but it won't let me. Okay, cool. This is for all the ladies, so you gotta answer. I'm doing a fast. It's normally only for 30 days, but I want to do it for 90 days. It's called the No Man Fast. It's a fast where you can't have no contact with men. Men who you like or who like you. No exes, like no men. Only men as family members or men that are truly just friends. No dates, no conversations. I want to do this just because this is a time for me to reconnect with God and gain focus. A time of reflection and deep self-assessment to evaluate my life, the people and relationships. What advice can you or they give me to stay focused? And what things can I do to keep occupied? That is a good question. How old are you?
How old are you?
How old are you?
That kind of determines a lot as well.
Yeah.
I mean,
that's a lot.
this is a factor.
9 months,
Yeah.
Mama.
She's on a
30
30-day to 90-day fast.
That
should
is
be
good.
From men.
That
That's
is
3
good.
months.
That is good.
That's good though, but she
That
want to
is
hear from you
excellent.
all. Like she really want to hear from you
So
all.
you
Like,
start.
how does she stay focused? Because I understand where she's coming from. I know where she's coming from. I don't want to answer, but I want you all
Did
to
she
give like.
answer? Anyway, I guess.
No, she wants advice from you all. She wants to know how do I
Not
stay
yet about
focused.
it. About it. Sorry.
Oh no, not yet.
It doesn't matter.
But how do you stay focused? What advice would you give her to stay? She really want to keep to this fast. What advice would you give her? Good question. That's an awesome question. And anybody here too in the Insta live session, you can also help the ladies answer this question as well. That's a really, really good question.
My thing is, I think the advice I would give you is just to be busy. Keep not really busy since you're doing so much, but to be fruitful in terms of being busy. I mean, it wouldn't be a problem for me because at one point in time in my life, I was single for 3 years.
Wow.
No contact with any man unless it was family member or like a friend. No significant other. So it wasn't a problem for me. And I found out that was the time in life I was really, really doing all kinds of things, doing things that I wanted to do, things that that I was passionate about. So just remain busy, and of course, be busy with the things of God as well.
Yeah.
So be busy.
Just be busy. That's one answer. Anybody else?
The thing is though, with being busy, like you have to want to be busy.
Yeah.
So, find something that you love. I mean, it could be work. It could be you might love your job. That could easily take you 12 to 18-hour work days. It's not recommended, but if there's a hobby or something that you like to do in your spare time, I recommend that you pursue that because sometimes them little coins that they throw at you, they don't pay the bills. So an additional form of income, and if you pursue that, let's say it's traveling or I don't know, fashion. You may decide at some point, like you like fashion, so you like to dress up. You could turn that into buying some clothes from a website and selling them. Next thing you know, you open a store while having a job. It's possible. And you would find that when you're so busy doing stuff, those little boys, they won't you won't even have time. And so you'll know when a real one comes along. Trust me. I always say women should just stay busy and do what they do. Like, stop worrying about these little boys. Hustle, child. They can always be there. Always be there. There's a lot of them. A little bit of us.
That is true.
Yeah.
I just want to read some people, and then Jewel wanted to butt in too and give her comments. Lady T242 says, busy by building your life, your dreams, and your relationship with God. My rock star says, great answer. Yellow Angel 66 says, use the energy to do the things you never did before. Read some books, pray, and write. Adeline says, I'm always busy. Church, running multiple businesses, work, church, Toastmasters, my kids, business seminars.
Yep.
My kids, she keeps her busy, so she's always busy. And if you have children, they're always going to keep you busy.
Yeah.
Lady T says, build your brand too. Stay busy. Yellow Angel says, go out and enjoy the island by yourself.
Go enjoy the island, enjoy the world. Listen, we're one plane ride away from Croatia. Go out and enjoy the world. Who says you can't travel by yourself? You learn to appreciate the woman that you are. You prepare yourself so when that man comes along, one, you recognize him, and two, he is getting the best version of you. If otherwise you're going to be shortchanging him, and you are going to you're gonna try and use him and make him feel like he has to make you happy. No, you have to be happy with yourself first. You have to present the best version of yourself first for anybody that's gonna try to engage you, because it's unfair for him to have that responsibility to say, okay, if I buy her this, I'll make her happy. If I take her to Jamaica, no, but I done been to Jamaica, I done been to Toronto, I done been everywhere. I good. Take me somewhere else that I'm in, or do something, you know, that I haven't done or whatever. So, I mean, that's just my advice. Men love independent women. They love self-sufficient women. They love women who are not clingy, the good ones anyway. Only them other ones want you to be all up under them. They don't like, they don't like, the good men do not like clingy women who have no lives of their own.
Jewel.
Well, stay busy, get in the word. If you sound like excuse me, a God-fearing young lady, you sound as if you're in church, so immerse yourself in church, but then also take that time to really get to know yourself. Change your mindset. It all starts up here. It all starts up here. If you want to travel, if you can't afford it now, I would suggest, because I love YouTube as a YouTuber, watch your travel vlogs, get inspired. Maybe that will help you to say, you know what, let me just save up a few coins towards this trip that I want to go on. You know, maybe you need to start writing, just write out your feelings, but really take this time to get to know yourself, who you are, so that when he meets you or when he finds you, you're good. You are good.
Aisha, do you have anything to say?
Well, sweetie girl, what? Anyway.
Don't forget, Aisha ain't trying to. Aisha may keep you there. She'll join you in the 90-day fast.
Listen, I think you can use this opportunity to get to know who you are. Because if I'm not married, obviously. And if you're planning on that, if you have hopes to be married, I believe that the husband wants to complete a whole person, not someone who is. We come together and we're one. You have to be one yourself first before you get into. You have to know who you are first, because if you don't know, you'll be settling for Tom, Dick, Harry, the little rat, all these little rodents.
This is true.
Like you just spend some time. Listen, this is me. This is my likes. This is my dislikes. I like this. I don't like this. I like fine dining. I don't like this. I like to cook. I don't like. You have to know who you are. Like the person said, I bring the table. Okay, you gotta know what you. Listen, I am the entire table.
That's right.
You gotta know that. You have to be confident. You have to know within yourself. Guess what? I am all of that. Because when he comes, you don't have to be, like, I don't know if he likes me.
That's it.
Listen, it's his loss. It's his loss. So you have to just take this time, this 30, 90, whatever you're going to do, get to know who you are, and you will be a better you for it.
Wow. Baby Kate, she said, thank you so much, ladies. You all gave her a mouthful. People were saying things there, so I hope you were able to read it there. Lady Amina says, cut and dry, teach. Adeline says, leadership skills, how to deal with conflicts. She also says, I carry myself as if I'm already married. Dress code, practice communication. Let's talk about that one quick second. Just stick a pin right there. Dress code. Dress code and looking for a husband. If you are a woman and you're looking for a kind of man, I think you have to dress how you want to be approached.
Okay. This is dress how you want to be addressed.
Yes, I think so.
Reflect what you want to attract.
And that's a big thing now, considering the whole Me Too, the hashtags and everything, whereas women feel, my dress and the way that I am does not define me. It doesn't define me. Neither does it give him permission to assault me. This is very true, but at the end of the day, how you appear, a guy's going to size you up. He might not say it to you verbally, but he's thinking it in the back of his mind. And really and truly, even if his mother is a junglist, even mama wants somebody.
That is true.
A daughter-in-law who is decent.
You're right. And You're right. And it's not like people say, what, dress like a nun then, skirt
No,
down there.
no,
No, but
no.
it's modest ways that you can be appealing. But someone's not undressing you with the eyes. I think I shared a story, and revealing, I shared a story before. I showed my husband a photo, and like I was wearing this nice black dress, but my boobs was out. And I was like, baby, would you look at me? He said, no. I said, I don't look good here? He said, no. I was going to look at you. But then what was I going to be looking at you for?
Right.
You know what I mean? And that was, all men are not like that.
All men know, most men know, just from looking at a woman if she's white material. And don't get it wrong, you can look at a woman and be like, she's a 1 or 2 night type of thing.
Yeah.
Or, wow, she's really somebody, you know, I mean, obviously there are other factors that come into play, you know, your conversation, your level of intelligence, you know, your independence, you know, your career driven, things like that. But just, you know, when you dress a certain way, we can tell. The same way women, and I think women do the same thing.
Yes, I
women
think so.
size up a man just from looking at him as well.
I think so.
Because if you are dressed a certain way and you approach a woman, her reaction is going to be different from how you speak, how you look. So women do the same thing.
That is so true. That is so true. I was just sharing with someone, and then too, don't go out there trying to paint a picture of what you're looking for, because I never dreamt in a million years, and I have to be quite honest with this, that I would be married to a man with muscles and tight-fitted shirts, with a bald head and not locks or different things like that, no gold teeth, because I was, and this is I'm admitting this because this happens, and this is where my transformation came in. I was so used to that, and you know, Freddie's just so, he's different. Muscle tight shirts, dresses very clean, nice shot. Oh, and I was not about marrying a police. Because to me, all police are rugrats. I love the police. The police are my friends. Yeah, the police are my friends. But I told my husband, and I said, you know, when he told me he was a police, I said, I don't really like police. He said, me either. I was like, okay, he's trying to get this woman. But honestly, you know, don't go out there trying to paint a picture too of what you're looking for. You're not going to get the perfect, thing. You're not going to get that. I think a lot of times we go looking for that
We're
too.
not perfect, so why are we
Exactly.
looking for
Right. And don't go saying, oh, I want a man like Tanya or Jewel or you. And don't do that. The man for you will be for you.
I also want to say, as a social media manager for different brands, you know, I come across a lot of, I almost feel sorry, in a, not in a bad way, but for the single woman in a world full of Instagram models. Like, because I'm like, how is the guy supposed to tell the difference between you and her, and if all y'all dress alike? Like, I mean, your energy and what you put out there is what they're gonna kind of judge you on initially. So if you putting out there your pom-pom shorts and the tube top, yeah, they're very nice photos and you're gorgeous, but I mean, what else do you have to offer?
Yeah, but and that's so true.
So I mean, just be a woman of substance.
That's right.
You have to have something.
Don't sell yourself short like that. Literally, you may have a nice body, beautiful, like Tanya says, nice photos, you know, but everything is just not for the world.
And it's only social media. Like, you try to impress people who probably don't even like you.
But you know, let's just, I have to laugh at this. The other day, Sherrod took me way back, and that hurt me so bad, deep down in my soul. You know, have you ever looked on your social pages and recognized the things that you post one time ago? To the person you are now, you would have never posted that. I'm talking about images and even things that you said. Statuses. And thank God for Facebook, it comes back to remind you. Take it down.
1 year ago today.
1 year ago today, you posted this.
5 years
And
ago.
3 years
Or
ago.
5 years ago.
And you know, Sherrod sent me an image because, again, we were working on a rebranding thing, and he said to me, no, Kiki, take this down. And it did something to me because I'm like, that's not me.
You know what? I challenged her. I can't remember what her handle is, but I challenge her. If you're in more than one way, you're rebranding. So the fast, you're doing that. I encourage you to look at your Instagram or your Facebook or your social media, whatever presence you have on social media, and I encourage you to look back and remove everything that is not like you, because you know the person that you were a year ago versus the person you are now If you are even considering a fast, that means that you are in a place where you're ready, you're open to growth and learning, etc., etc. And who knows, you may be going to the next level to welcome that man.
That's right.
So you're at that place. I encourage you to go back, reflect, take all that nonsense down, because you're not going to attract someone if that's what you're trying to do, or even if it's not, you're not going to attract the type of people, meaning the people in your circle, the friends that you want, the man that you want, the job that you want, the opportunities that you want. You're not going to attract them if this is what they see. Now, keep in mind, they don't know you from a can of paint. So if I see your Instagram and you talking about, oh, I'm going on a fast, no, she can't be.
No, but you can be
No,
if you
you
got
can't
all
see
of
it.
this happening.
Exactly.
I wish
Because
you
your
could
DM will
have
be full.
been able to put that picture on the iPad of you, Kiki.
Oh, wow.
Oh,
You know
yes.
what? After the show, I'm going to post the photo.
Total
Yes,
transformation.
transformation. I'm going to post it tomorrow. I did one before, but I'm going to post a transformation photo because it's so important to see growth. And even when I did the rebranding with Sherrod the first time, and I posted the photo of me way back, I was like, what in the world was I thinking?
Yeah.
I mean, only God could have done that, because here it is now. I really looked like a mother. I looked like a wife. I looked like a CEO. And I looked like someone who could come before you and talk. Because no one's going to take me serious if I'm coming here in some... I like boots now. I still wear my boots. And I talk about these old... yeah, you bend over. Or your tongue out your mouth, you know. You. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? But, I mean, there's no way you would have not taken me serious. But I am grateful for those photos for one reason. Not for it to be out there, but to share. I want to now and again, even me, it's good to look back and see how far you came, you know, and it's important. It motivates you, it drives you, it encourages you. And so, you know, I don't know what I was looking for back then, but boy,
Trouble.
it was rough. And I did walk into trouble. Yeah, and so as soon as you know, and I believe too, separating yourself, because honestly for me, when I really discovered who I was, I talking about nobody, and it's just me and my daughter, and I really just absorbed, man, trust me, it's beautiful. And then you get to a point of being single and satisfied, like you really feel good about where you going, what you cook today, you ain't got none of these calling, you're going home to your child, church, and all of that stuff. It's a good place to be. So I wish you all the best on your 90-day fast from men.
Awesome.
I applaud that. That is... Yes, I posted that book before for all the single ladies. Yes. The lady that sent that question, read the book from Michelle Hammond. It's called Sassy, Single, and Satisfied. I posted it on my page before. I will post it again. It is something that I read during my time of out of relationships. And listen, she gets you to a place of understanding. You hear from her, and I think she has a male author that wrote with her as well. But they tell you what to expect, how to prepare yourself for the man. And it's really, really good. When you finish with that book, you're really not going to want a man. You're going to probably go on 100-day fast or more. I want to read some more comments quickly. My Rockstar says, yes, very informative. Adeline says, don't advertise what you're not selling. Garnell says, hello there. Lady A. Minnis says, yes, let's hear it from the man himself. That was Sherrod. My Rockstar says, great hearing a male's perspective on that. Danny Boo says, hello. Y'all gotta hear my people, they're hearing y'all. My Rockstar's laughing at me because I said gold teeth and dreads. Yes, I was into the Lil Wayne kind of, Tupac kind of, Thug Life kind of. And you would try to, Biggie Smalls kind of. And I was more than that too. I was more than that.
Hollywood, sorry.
I was Hollywood classified. Like, I still go to Hollywood, but I ain't Hollywood no more, you know. But yeah, it's seriously, that's where I was. And I'm not ashamed to share it. I mean, I'm not. Everyone's laughing at me. Lady T says, and most times you get what you unexpect. Not what you want, but who God has for you. Adeline says again, don't advertise what you're not selling. Don't. Elle is here just laughing her head off. Yes, you know. Adeline says she can relate. That's growth. Facebook reminder can be scary.
Yeah, boy.
Oh.
That is true. Y'all take down all them pictures with them old boyfriends y'all have. Take them down if you're married.
Thank God.
You know, all right.
What's that?
Lady T says, yes, I have changed a lot since my son. Yes, when your children come in, because you're now a mother.
Yes.
What are you telling your child?
Some
You
women
know?
don't change.
Yeah, what are you?
Yes.
No, some people don't change.
Some people don't change.
Have you ever seen the mother still going out with all her
Yes.
hip cheeks out and
Yes.
still with the baby
Yes.
on the
Every day.
Yes.
What are you doing? But anyway,
Another conversation.
another day. All right, so we all been there, grateful for growth. Yellow Angel says she's enjoying the show. Thank you. Also read Created Single. Okay, Created Single is also a good book. She's saying to read that. Aisha, someone wrote in and said that you inspired them with your story. I don't know if it was the first story or the second story, but over and over they've been wanting me to express this to you, that they have been moved by your story. I guess they watched the YouTube on repeat. They're not able to watch the first one, but they just want you to know that you really inspired them with your story. And so I wanted to tell you that tonight. I'm happy that I was reminded, yes. So we're going to be closing up. We had a great, great night. But before... Oh, yes, everyone, before I bring the kids on, I want to make an announcement quickly. This month, next month, it's almost here, is tomorrow. Oh, tomorrow is the month of love, Valentine's. Valentine's. Wow. With your red and white and your flowers. And please don't send flowers to yourself, man.
That's
Oh,
I got a secret admirer.
You're
Ooh.
gonna post it.
Right.
And the thing is, flowers are so expensive now.
Oh, and the single grams.
please and stuff.
Love yourself. You're not, but that's true. They may be practicing self-love. That's a good point too.
Yeah, but you're posting for attention though. You ain't
Yeah,
posting
don't post
because
it.
you
Right.
want to
Yeah,
post
don't.
Not everything is for social media.
Yeah, not everything is for
Do it for the gram.
People are laughing at Sharad's face. My God, Sharad. This face you put on, you'll see. Time, yes, you'll see. We're doing that. We're doing that. So we've been here all night, but before I go, I just want to announce quickly that this month, February, is the month of love on Face Talk. I'm bringing in couples and engaged people who can talk about relationships. We're going to have a grand time, a lot of jokes, a lot of fun. It's going to be amazing. So come in if you want to hear more about relationships. We're definitely talking about that this month on Faith Talk. Also, yesterday, I had the opportunity to work with Sharad on rebranding myself once again. The kiddies are coming in, everyone. Go and join Mommy and Daddy at the back. Go ahead, Layla. You join Mommy and Daddy at the back. Say hey, everyone. The kids are here. This is Jules' boy, Jay, and this is Asja, everyone, and that is Layla, who's going to have twins very soon in the house. And look at Layla's face. My God, I think it's going to be Layla for a while. But this month, I'm going to be featured in an international magazine, and this is what God does. I did not want to post it yet, but I'm going to share it with you now. I'm going to be featured because of my infertility journey. So, do not be afraid or ashamed of your story. Your story, the world needs to hear it. And so I believe this is a way that God is going to take the story out there. And of course, my infertility story, if you watch it on YouTube, it has a twist to it. But I'll be featured in that book. I will post it later. It's called the Lose, it's hyphenated, Health and Wellness Magazine. It's an interesting lady, the owner of that magazine, interesting lady, but it's going to be an interesting story. And guess what? Guess who's going to be on the cover of the magazine?
Thank you.
Me! So sometimes you are asked to put an article in the magazine, but when you're asked to be the cover girl of the magazine, I think that is amazing. And so stay tuned for those shots. Sharad captured with the team some amazing shots yesterday. And so I'm looking forward to that, and hopefully that the story just touches who it needs to touch out there in the world, all right? So don't forget to share your story. Oh,
Say hi to baby Skylar.
everyone, it's baby Skylar. Say hi, baby. And I shared with my husband, if it wasn't for baby Skylar, it will not be a Faith Talk. So I'm so happy for baby Skylar. Even though it was a journey, it was well worth it. So feel free, if you think you want to share your story with Faith Talk, DM me at Apriva Lightborn, and I'll be happy to host you here on my show. All right, so we're going to be wrapping up. Everyone, Jewel, thanks again. Aisha, Denise, Sherrod, Tanya. It's so good to have you all here, my backstage people. Before I leave, of course, I have to give special credits. Tonight, if you love the way everyone looks, special credits to LSD Couture. She dressed us up tonight. I will post photos after the session so that you can see the entire wear of everyone. But she did this. Please visit her store. When you go there, just give code AKREBA. All right? It's really good. She has some beautiful things in there. All right? And then my hair, I want to give a special welcome to my new member to the Fate team, Amani Hair. Please follow Amani Hair for providing this beautiful hair tonight. All of my hair on the images that you will see for the magazine, Amani Hair. Please check them out. They're having the end of month sale, I think was today. 15% store-wide. Every end of the month, I think. Until February 3rd? Oh, it's until February 3rd. Check Amani out for the best Remy, good grade quality hair. I mean, you name it, every color, everything. Just check them out. All of your kids' hair supplies, please go down there on Soldier Road. And Nell, First Nell, Oliver, please check her out. She's like the best hair slayer, okay? She's not here tonight, but you gotta check her out. And Makeup by Glow and Glamour. Ladies, just show the glow on the side.
All right.
Jewel is actually glowing, but her and Cody are sisters, and they have this glow thing, but we are all glowing tonight. Follow her, Cody at Glow and Glamour. Of course, Christoph at the back, that bachelor. Christoph _ roll. He ain't smiling, so die for him. And you know, you got Stephen in the background. Rye is not here tonight. But I just want to thank everyone for joining us here tonight. It was amazing. Congratulations. Thanks, everybody. Say, we are slaying. They said we're slaying. Watch when you see the outfits when we're done. But thank you once again for joining us. Have a blessed night. DM me if you have any questions. DM these people if you want to know more, all right? Follow them. Follow their journeys. Thanks for having you. Thanks for having us. Say goodbye, everybody.
Goodbye.